Hey everyone, it's Joe, the 50-something Dasher, and you're watching another installment of my DoorDash daily recap video. Every offer, every delivery, every adventure. Let's break it all down right now. All right, guys, this is the daily recap for Friday, May the 10th. Just wanted to apologize ahead of time, just in case there's landscaping going on outside. You may hear that in the background. You may hear the dog bark. I apologize, but I'm not waiting on all of that. I wanted to record this video as well as get the two videos ready for this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and roll here. So for anybody that may be watching, that's, watching these videos looking for the 50-something Dasher to fail, well, today was a failure. I mean, I'm not going to say it was an epic failure. I've had worse days than today, but today was without question a loss. I mean, it's just a straight up loss. I'm not going to call it a blowout loss. If we're talking maybe like football terms here, football scores, I mean I probably lost by at least 2 touchdowns today. I mean, it was bad, but not an absolute blowout. Start time for this morning's dash 5:53 in the morning. Got my first order only 2 minutes later. $9, 12 miles IHOP. Factor in 3 miles because I'm coming from home. So I went ahead and took this. I figured if I am going to do a downtown run today, better it be like before 6 o'clock in the morning to where traffic's not going to be an issue. So I went to IHOP. It just had to wait a minute or two on the order, and on my way to downtown to deliver to a luxury apartment on Broad Street. And I think that term with apartments, that term gets thrown around too much. The apartment that I live in, we're supposed to be luxury apartments as well, and I've gone back and forth with my wife on this, but the only thing that's kind of unique about this apartment complex is that every single apartment has an attached 2-car garage. I mean, so there's, in just my opinion, there's nothing else luxury about this place. I mean, we have a ice maker in the freezer, but I'm sure a lot of apartments have that. I mean, and this place I delivered to, this did not look luxurious to me. So, the customer had instructions that he call him and he would come out. So I called, he came out and delivered the order. It was actually harder to get out of downtown than it was to get into it. So because I had to go a different route to get back on the interstate and through about 5 or 6 traffic lights when I only had like one traffic light coming in. So, but I got out of there. Pay screen on that was $4 and then a $5 tip. So not too horrible of a start. And then I had a couple declines here. $5 12-mile IHOP. I forgot to check my I have to check my list for that. Well, let me pull my awards list back up. So this is $5 12 miles. Yeah, okay, so this will go into my list for the first half of 2024, the awards show worst declines. This will replace number 12. I was going to mention that order later on in this update, but I forgot about this order at the beginning of the dash. So yeah. So this congratulations, this order is for, at least for right now, Unless something else later comes along that bumps it out. This is going to be number 12 on the list, probably. Decline. Not going east of downtown for $5. Get another IHOP 2 minutes later. This one isn't quite as bad, but still bad. $7, 12 and a half miles going to the airport. I wonder, and this made me think. I want you try to think of what could be like the worst delivery location imaginable for a DoorDash order, and what I've came up with is like, could you imagine delivering to a major airport? Comment below if anybody's ever had to do that. I've delivered near the airport, but I can't imagine getting, and this is going near it. This is going to the smaller airport, Rickenbacker. So this isn't the John Glenn is the big one for Columbus, but it just got me to thinking, could you imagine if you had to deliver an order that not only went to the airport, but like somebody that worked in one of the shops, like past the security checkpoint. So when you have to go through security and to where all of the outbound terminals are, and all the little shops and everything that's back there. Is it possible to get a delivery going to somebody like working in one of those shops? I don't know. I don't know if it's even possible. And even if it was, as somebody that worked in one of those shops, who would make a driver attempt a delivery like that? That would be crazy. But anyway, I apologize. I'm rambling here. This was a decline. I'm not going to the airport for $7. Next offer, please. And this is where the chaos starts, folks. $15, 41 cents, 14 miles. I got to travel a few miles to get to Meyer and then head back north again. You see on the map, and I'm not going that far. It's South Columbus, but it's not that far north. 104 and 23 area, it looks like here. So I went ahead and took this. This gets pretty crazy here. So here's the list. And I kind of noticed right away when I took a look at this, the first time I've ever seen this on a shopping list, but if you take a look at the ranch dressing towards the bottom of this list, look at the quantity on that. Quantity of 0, which was really weird. Now, if I would have took a screenshot, scrolled down all the way down on this, the dressing was in the list a second time with a quantity of 1. So maybe the customer had it in the list, removed it, put it back in. That's why you see it listed one time here with a quantity of 0. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. And then I almost have this shopped, and I think I just had like one item left to get when they stack another Meyer order on me, just one item for an additional $5. And it's going to be less than 3 additional miles. So, okay, I went ahead and took this. And what could the one item be, you ask? Folks, come on, you know what it is. You know what time it is here. One item shop. What time is it? Screenshot, please. Pregnancy test. There you go. I hope the customer got the result they were looking for. But the only little issue with this is the first order was all on one side of the store, all grocery. And then, of course, I had to cross over the store just to get this. That's the only kind of bad thing. So I go over there. This brand, they only had 2 SKUs. They had a 3 count and a 2 count. You see here, customer requested a 2 count. So I scanned what they had. That was not the right one. And another first, I don't remember that I've seen this before. Next screenshot. So I clicked the item was unavailable. And you see here at the bottom, there was an option substitute with any pregnancy test. Sweet. I mean, that's pretty cool. I wish all substitutions were like that. So I clicked on that and scanned the option that I did have, and it took it, and there you go. I hate on these where this was another order where even though you select that and scan something and it takes it, the app still sent that generic message to the customer. Hey, Mrs. Customer, the pregnancy test was unavailable. Would you like something else? And no, I already have a substitution and scanned it. And I don't know why it does that. It's kind of annoying. But as soon as I saw that message send, I sent a picture of, and that's the next shot here. I sent the customer this picture of what I had, and she replied back, that was fine. And then, so next, and because the second order was kicked on there, of course, after I got the pregnancy test, there's no shopping time that I could screenshot, but I shopped all this in about 8 minutes, is what it took me. So I believe I'm on my way to, I'm almost delivering, the routing has me delivering the pregnancy test first, and I'm almost to that customer when I get another order stacked onto this. 925, only an additional 2 miles, Giant Eagle, 9 items. So, okay, let's go ahead and take this. Drop off the pregnancy test. Routing doesn't have me go to the first Meijer customer, has me go to the Giant Eagle. So while that order's sitting in the car, I'm shopping a Giant Eagle order. Here's the list. So let's see. I did not, no problems with this. Looking through this list, I don't remember any issues at all. Next screenshot here, took me 6 minutes out of a recommended 14. So had that shopped in 6 minutes, just kind of, general grocery order. And then next, I think even before delivering another order, then I get another order. $7.75 hidden tip, 3.5 miles tropical smoothie. Okay. I think it still says 3 stops here. So, let's see. So maybe I did drop off the Giant Eagle. Yeah, and I just don't have a screenshot of it. So I dropped off the Giant Eagle next. And then get this. And it has me go to tropical smoothie next. So again, that first Meijer order still sitting back there. Interesting customer name for another one of these orders with a handle instead of the customer's name. And I won't say the exact name, but it was something along the lines of none of your business. Was something like that. And when I first saw it, I didn't catch on to it right away until I was standing in the tropical smoothie for a few minutes, and then it, clicked and dawned on me. But I had to wait inside that smoothie place about 6 minutes. Guy was finishing up an order for another driver, and then had to start mine start to finish. That's the problem that I run into with that place. There's only one staff member in there always. Next screenshot, and then so I pick up the tropical smoothie and then finally deliver that first Meyer order. You see here, I dropped it off at 8:10, which was 90 minutes after I got the offer. Crazy, but even if I'm prepared for this. If the customer ever confronts me on a situation like this, I'll just say something like, whether it's in person or through a text message, phone call, whatever, I'll just tell them, look, I'm guilty of this as well when I place orders. If you don't pay that extra fee that it prompts you to pay for your order to come directly to you, if you don't pay that, then the driver could get stacked with 3 or 4 other orders, that he has to do before delivering yours. So it is what it is. So there's the final screen on that, 1150 and 391 for the 1541. And then I drop off the tropical smoothie 9 minutes later. And it was only a 25-cent hidden tip from DoorDash. Thank you very much, DoorDash, for that. $2 and $6 tip. So, and then I was kind of relieved here at 8:19 to be done with that surge of, all those orders coming in all at once. And so I was finally done with that, caught my breath. And I've got $46.66 here at 8:19 in the morning. Next, we get a $9.75 7.6 mile Dollar General and McDonald's. Looks like I was coming back from the previous drop off. I was on the outer belt when I got this, approaching this exit. So why not? Let's go ahead and do it. Has me go the Dollar General first. And this was pretty easy. It was just 3 kick starts and a conditioner and a shampoo. So had that shopped in less than 3 minutes. And I also, I still have, I meant to, before shooting this video, I meant to research it on my phone. I forgot. But I seen, yesterday on YouTube, I seen a couple of various different drivers in a live, stream talk about all of Dollar General's self-checkouts are down. So they're doing away with them supposedly, or I don't know. Like I said, I meant to research that and I haven't yet. But I asked the guy who checked me out, the Dollar General, about it, and he said, well, if that is some new thing or whatever, they must not be making a big deal about it, because I haven't heard anything. And he said, but I've only been at this store for like 2 weeks. I don't even know how to turn on this self-checkout, even if I could do it. But so he wasn't sure. So I don't know. But the last week or so, I've only at my Dollar General locations, I've only been able to have a cashier check me out. So still need to kind of research that, and it would kind of suck if they were getting rid of them permanently, but I don't know. Pay screen. So $5.25, $1.50 tip from the Dollar General, $3 tip from the McDonald's customer for $9.75. I dropped the McDonald's off first at $8.50, and then the Dollar General 9 minutes after that. Was able to catch a break, came back here, got something to eat. Wasn't here for very long before I got my next order. Was this $13.75 Meyer, only 4 items, less than 9 miles. going south, Southern Point. I don't have a problem with this. Let's go ahead and take it. Shopping list on this. You see here a recommended 8.5 minutes. This took me over 12 minutes. This kind of sucked. It was, so I found the Swiffer refill. I can't remember what the fourth item was offhand. The donuts, they didn't have the Hostess, and I have to check two opposite ends of the grocery department because they'll sometimes have them in two different places. I had to make sure that I checked the other area first. That display was gone. So the only donuts like this they had was up near the bakery. So, and then so I had to go back, of course, before I checked out up to the front and get the substitution on that. The cups, I wasn't going to look around all of Housewares for these cups. I was only going to look in the aisle that it said like on the app, okay? So they did not have this brand in that aisle. They had like another brand that was a 3-pack. And to be honest, the customer requested a color changing cup. These other ones probably weren't color changing. But sent a text to the customer, no response. Called before I checked out, and she seemed pretty cool about it. She's like, yeah, just as long as it's a cup with a lid and a straw, that just go ahead and get anything. That's cool. So I got those. And then the pay screen on that, $7.75, $6 tip for $13.75. So this wasn't too bad. And how long did this take me all total? 35 minutes, and I made $13.75. Not bad. It's probably might have been my best order today. I'm decide to wait in the Meijer parking lot for my next order, and I thought it. Maybe it might be kind of slow. I'd have to wait there for a while, but I actually didn't. Just a couple minutes later at 10:11, I get this Meijer $7.75 5 miles. I'm sitting right there in the parking lot. So yeah, let's go ahead. What could the one item be? And I pull it up, and it's it's motor oil. It's like, oh, I never had this before, and okay. Now what I saw is a lot smaller on my phone than this screenshot that I pulled up first, and so I'm parked. I guess where I need to be parked. I'm parked on the GM sides. I go in, I start hightailing it back to automotive, hit start shopping, and you see on this screenshot it says automotive area beneath the picture. I get back to automotive, aisle E5 is not automotive, that's actually lawn and garden. So when I realized I didn't see this, and then I kind of blew up the picture and saw the blades of grass, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is lawn and garden here. I go over there, I find it right away. Even still, with going to the wrong area first, I still shop this, and it just took me less than 10 seconds less than the recommended 2.5 minutes. And then I took another screenshot of, look at it fit in the palm of my hand, real little, tiny little bottle of oil. And so that was pretty cool. Pay screen on that, $5.75, $2 tip for $7.75. So there's actually, when I got there, a guy actually out mowing the grass. I don't know if it was my customer or if he was mowing for the house next door. I don't really know. Speaking of that, you can probably hear hey, how's it going? It's a landscaper. Thanks for interrupting my video. Appreciate you. Okay. Then we get a, so this $10, 8.5 mile Meyer, 6 items. At 10:45, this is when I like to see a catering order, which this is not. And it's raunchy. This is raunchy. Thought about declining it, and you see I'm right there at the Meyer again. I went ahead and took it. You know, it is what it is. You see some oranges, mouthwash. Again, I'm parked at the GM side, so I get the mouthwash first, head over to the other side. All this other stuff was easy, really easy to find that, and shopping time was, oh, but first, before I checked out, I got a $3 Taco Bell. Decline, not bothering with that. Not sure why they had 12 minutes to shop that. So I shopped it in less than 5. I mean, it's pretty easy, especially with most of it being right in one area in produce. So, so just a 5-minute shop at 10:52. Delivered that about 20 some odd minutes later. $8 from DoorDash, only a $2 tip. For my $10. It's still 11:15. I still maybe could get a good order here. But no, you give me this at 11:17, 8:50, 13.5 mile Little Caesars going near like just east of downtown. No, not taking that. And this is the order here that I thought was maybe had the potential to make the list. But it's not bad enough. That other one was worse than this one. I'm actually, I think, well, maybe not. Oh, I was on Southwest. That's right. Okay, so I was on Southwest. I was heading towards Broadway, where local cantina is on. And I get this high paying offer, $4 less than 2 miles. I'll be a trooper. I'll do it. You know, trying to, if I can at some point, trying to pick my acceptance rate back up to over 70. I'll go ahead and do this. Shouldn't take me too long, hopefully. I get to local cantina, and of course as always, I set my stopwatch before I ever walk into any restaurant. And I'm standing there probably a good 2.5, 3 minutes before anybody says anything to me. I was on the phone with my wife. I said, for a $4 order, I will be more than happy to just stand here for 10 straight minutes and 10-minute drop this. I will have no problem with that. So don't come up to me and help me. You know, I'm standing right where I'm supposed to be. There's a sign that says DoorDash drivers and pickups, and I'm standing right there at the sign with all of this on. And so it was, I don't know, probably, like I said, 2.5, 3 minutes. The guy finally asked who I was there for. And then I had to wait a few more minutes after that. Customer ordered shrimp fajitas. And so I finally got this at the 8-minute mark. And delivered that to some apartments that's pretty much like right behind this local canteen. I mean, I didn't even have to get back on any kind of main road. So had the order been ready, I mean, this would have been worth it. It would have been $4. It wouldn't have took me hardly any time at all. But because of that 8 minute wait, I kind of got a little bit screwed on this order. Here's the pay screen on that. And as Chuck Woolery used to say, 2 minutes, 2 seconds, be right back at you. It was a 2 and 2 for $4. There you go. And then I had another decline. At first glance, because I was driving, and at first glance, I mean, this looked, I guess, okay. Everything being in zone or close to it, and $8, 8.5 miles, Little Caesars. But then all of a sudden, I seen the two orders. I said, two orders. You want me to do like two $4 orders? I just did a $4 order. So decline. No, I'm not. I just killed myself with one $4 order. I'm not doing two more. Then I come home. I'm at 91.91 at this point. So I figured just do one more order here, hopefully, and I can get up to goal. Just one more quick order and be done with this dash. Not so fast. I get this at 11:50, and I tell my wife, hey, 17:39, 16 miles. Yeah, one of the customers is going up to Hilliard area, but hey, I should be able to knock this. 12 items from Giant Eagle, that doesn't seem too scary, and only one item from PetSmart. Let's go ahead and do it. Maybe I can knock this out in less than an hour. And no, sir. Get the Giant Eagle here. And there's the list. Looks, just like it looks like a regular shopping order here. Got a couple different kinds of milk, some turkey bacon, some tomato paste, honey. Remember the honey. Bell peppers, cheese. Okay, whatever. I go ahead and shop. I don't think I really had much problems with too much in this list, except there was something I can't remember off it. The honey is like making me forget the rest of the order. Something in here I had a little bit of problem with, and I can't remember what it was. It wasn't the chicken, wasn't the whipping peppers. I don't know. Maybe it's not shown right here. Okay, the last thing I had to shop for was the honey. How hard could it be? But Giant Eagle, the aisles are not in the app. You have to, kind of know your way around the grocery store and kind of have a feel for where things at. Well, I wasn't exactly sure where honey would be, but I should be able to find something like that, shouldn't I? I went up and down like all of the aisles twice, and I was looking for it while I was shopping other shit, and then went up and down the aisles once or twice after I got everything else. I checked the condiments area. I checked the aisle that had like syrup in it. I checked this aisle and that aisle. And I even checked up front, like where the bakery area, and they have like different nuts and just kind of like different stuff. But I even checked that whole area up towards the front of the store. And for the life of me, I could not find honey, any kind of honey in this Giant Eagle store. So I don't know if this is kind of like, some kind of like Twilight Zone type episode here or something. And not only that, I all of my walking around the store everywhere, never cross paths with any associate to ask. So I give up on it. I give up on it. I mark it as unavailable, and no substitutions available, and I'm about to mark it all as unavailable. And I mean, I guess I'm still doing okay on time. It says I've been in there 20 minutes, recommended 24-minute shop. So I guess I was okay on time even still. I get to the registers. There's only two registers open, and of course I can't go through a self checkout. I have to go through a staffed. I've talked about that before. One of them has like three customers. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna go the other lane. So I pull up behind that customer, and a Mount Everest size pile of stuff on the belt, and that's only like half of that customer's stuff, and then they got still like a full shopping. I mean, the shopping cart must have been as tall as that customer when she first pulled up into the lane. No, thank you. I am not waiting in either of these two lines. I've talked about this before. Not doing it. If it's going to be like a 30-minute wait to check out, and I can't use a self-checkout, I'm parking the cart right there. I'm out of there. And there was this other guy customer. I don't know what his deal was. Like, I'm 879 years old here, and I don't remember ever having this happen to me, like in my entire, like, 8 lifetimes. But you have that customer, and I'm right behind that customer. If somebody else is to get in line, aren't they going to be like, put their cart like behind me, do like a straight line back? I don't know what this guy was doing, but he almost gets like in front of me, and he has his cart angled, like almost touching the front of my cart. I don't know. It didn't look like he was with the lady in front of me. Well, why are you standing there? And if I was gonna wait in that line, I would have said something to him, but I wasn't gonna wait regardless. Whatever you're doing, sir, you do you. You know, your shopping trip is more important than my DoorDash order. You go ahead and do what you need to do. I'm out of here. I don't want any part of this. So I drop it. Next screenshot. It's just frustrating. And before I get to this screenshot here, it's funny because my wife and I, we even like as customers, Giant Eagle is the one grocery store even if we wanted to, we cannot shop at a Giant Eagle. It's absolutely ridiculous. You have to be a Giant Eagle Advantage member. You have to have their little loyalty card. And this is, I don't know, this has probably been, 8 months, a year ago, maybe even before that. We went to Giant Eagle. We didn't have a card. Well, screw it. We'll get a card. We'll get a card so we can start shopping here. We get up to the cash register, and I don't know, can you get the cards? I think you could get the cards at the cash register, but cashier couldn't help us. He said, no, you have to go to the customer service desk. Well, okay, fine. We go to the customer service desk, and they don't know how to issue us a new card. They're kind of standing there like, well, I mean, I don't know. Whoever was back there was acting like that prior to about a year ago, the only customers shopping at Giant Eagle are people that already had a Giant Eagle card. They just, I guess, stopped issuing them altogether, apparently, because they didn't know. Even if they could, they didn't know how to issue a new card, and it's never been something that's came up before. That's how they acted. It's I don't know how to. We've never had that issue before. Every customer that's ever walked through these doors has been a Giant Eagle Advantage customer. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not. So I literally cannot ever buy groceries from Giant Eagle. There's my rant. I wasted too much time already. I apologize. I went ahead and unassigned with and didn't affect my completion rate. I hope this continues on that you can continue to do this on grocery orders because in the past under the old system, every single shopping order that I dropped in these situations, no matter how long I was in the store, they always counted against me. Now it's treated almost like a restaurant order. Like I said, I hope that continues. So now I just have the PetSmart out of that stack. I'm on my way there when I get a second PetSmart order for $4. And I didn't pay attention to this map at the time, but if I had paid attention to it, I would have realized that because on that original stack, one customer was in zone and the other customer was like way up north. Well, the Giant Eagle was the closer customer. So I dropped that one. I have the customer that's further out. I didn't, if I would have paid attention, I would have seen that on this screen, but I didn't. So I went ahead and took this. So now I got 2 PetSmart orders, each one item. Okay. I go to PetSmart. I don't have a screenshot of the shopping list because both of these were pickup orders. I didn't have to shop them. I want to say they were both cat food. One customer had like a bigger bag, and then the other one was a smaller bag. I go over the pickup area. I find the bags, and then the one cashier gets kind of like a little snippy with me. She's like, and she was checking out another customer. She's like, "Can I help you, sir?" Yeah, I'm DoorDash. I got a couple, pickup orders here. Well, I'll be there in just a minute. We have to ring those out on our end. Okay, fine. I mean, Jesus. Okay, so I just I found my 2 orders, sat the stuff there, and but she never helped me. It was some other guy associate that came over, and he did whatever he needed to do in his handheld system, and off I went. And here's the delivery, that $4 order. Again, 2 and 2. Be right back at you. So I drop off the $4 one, and I have no idea what this second PetSmart is going to pay. It was part of that stack. For all I know, it could be just like $2. Next screenshot. This is as I'm leaving the previous customer. You see in this, I've got 11.7 miles to deliver that PetSmart order. It was part of the Giant Eagle stack. And there's a chance that it could, for all I know, it's $2 with a 0 tip, that I'm going to drive almost 12 miles, deliver that, and have to come back. It crossed my mind to call DoorDash support to find out how much this was going to pay. But I'm like, no, I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to deliver this and take my chances. I'm not going to pull any more shenanigans here. I already dropped the Giant Eagle. I'm just going to deliver this. Not knowing that there would be all kinds of traffic and problems and this was going to take forever. And then, so next screenshot, the that PetSmart order delivered to Wilson Road area, which I haven't been to in a while now, west side. Coming up off the Wilson exit, and you see here this utility truck working. I got to make a right at this light, and the right lane is closed off. Thank you very much. I took this picture. I had to wait 2 full light cycles before I could turn. Just adding like insult to injury here. Um, and then I finally got this. What time did I get that original offer? To go back all these different screenshots here. 11:50 was the original offer, and I didn't drop that PetSmart order off until 1:12 in the afternoon. So what I was hoping to maybe, yeah, this offer looks good if I can do it in like 45 minutes or whatever. It took me so to 12:50, that's one. It took me an hour and 22 minutes to drop that off. And I'm still in West Columbus. I still have to come back home. So so there's the screenshot on the delivery. I was fairly fortunate. So you see here, $5.75, $2.39 tip, $8.14. So that's almost half of what that stack was. So the Giant Eagle was paid a little bit more than that. But I'm just ready to be done with this dash. I ended it there. I should have left this on pause and included my drive home in the dash time, but I didn't. I just ended it right then and there. So here's the dash summary at 1:12. It was a 7-hour and 19-minute dash. You see here active 5 hours, 38 minutes. So I stayed pretty busy. Got 13, for the most part, fairly crappy deliveries completed today. For $104.05. Drove 131 miles. So not good. Not good at all. I guess payback for the good day on mileage I had the other day with that $83 catering order, I guess. Now at 3,042 lifetime deliveries with DoorDash. I did pick up my acceptance rate. Started at 64%, raised it up to 67. So I guess there's a bright spot. Did not turn Uber on the whole entire day today. So that's it. It's kind of, now I'm worn out just after going through all that mess. I still got those other videos to work on. I'm going to, get to work on that now. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you had a better dash today or will have better dashes than this one. As always, be sure to drive safe out there. We'll catch you next time. Thanks again. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Check out my other videos. A lot of good stuff, a lot of information for all things DoorDash. And we will see you at the next video. Thanks again for watching.